The more hits we play, the more hits we get. URLradio.net. Stacy Sturm.
Trampas Johnson.
Okay, we're going to talk about the best time travel comedies. Oh. You just lost light.
Yeah.
Damn fluorescent things.
Yeah.
So.
That was the time travel machine in the other room charging, getting ready to go.
Then we got to feed the hamsters more.
Yep.
We need to keep the lights on.
All right.
Okay, so top 25. This was from Ranker, and what they did is they all the time will just throw out these polls, and then the internet answers them, and then this is what they come up with. So it's not like they had a panel of people that like knew what they were talking about.
Right. It's people.
It was people.
It's people as a whole, and it's the internet. So, all right, we're going to take this with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
So, if Back to the Future is not number one, then well, I think that's
have you
wrong.
Lost your entire faith in humanity?
They have, yes, because that is the best time travel comedy.
And you're right, it did make number one.
It did. Okay, good. I was
So,
very worried that it was going to be Hot Tub Time Machine.
That is number 18.
Okay,
yeah.
It's there.
It is. It's
but
top
18
20.
for out of 25 time
That's
travel
not bad.
comedies. I'll give it 18. So there are 16 between that and number one.
So you
time
feel like there's
travel
enough wiggle
comedies.
room where it's like respect.
Yeah, now I've got to try and go. I'm trying to think of other time travel comedies. Let's see.
Some of these, I totally forget are time travel comedies. And some of them, I don't even feel are comedies.
Okay, that helps a little bit. The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. I don't know if that one I would consider a comedy at all.
No, it did not make the list.
Okay, that's fair then. All right. Do I get a hint?
Well, we'll start. We'll just
Okay.
go down the list. Coming in at number 25. I've never even heard of this one. I haven't seen it. My Science Project.
Oh,
It's
I've
Dennis
seen...
Hopper, Fisher Stevens. It was a 1985 sci-fi fiction comedy directed by Jonathan Butel. Mm-hmm. It didn't get a lot of like exposure. Like it didn't get a lot of buy-in, but apparently it was good enough for the audience to remember, for people to remember. So I don't know. It doesn't sound familiar to me at all. Like I've at least heard of a movie, even if I haven't seen it. My Science Project, though, it doesn't even ring a bell.
I remember I remember this will date me some.
Okay.
I remember seeing the cover of the VHS at the video store. I can picture that cover in my head.
Dude,
but
I
don't
rented
know if I've
videos
ever
from a
seen
video store until probably 2004. No, it would have been 2005 or 6 even.
Yeah.
I rented videos because I remember my kids, we'd go rent. They'd each get to go pick one out. And Ty was old enough to pick out his own DVD or VHS.
And this is something that I think is kind of lost because
Yeah.
there was something magical about being able to, off topic, walk down the aisle in a
Yes.
video store, just looking at covers, and you would pick up something and go, that looks weird. And you'd end up renting it, and you'd end up watching it because I paid for it.
My friends and I did that all the time. The rule was we had to pick a movie we'd never heard of. And we'd each go pick one. And then we'd have a binge watching session like on a Thursday or Friday night.
And that doesn't happen anymore.
No, you don't do that anymore.
With Netflix, you can scroll through and you'll look and look and look and look and look and look and look, and you might end up settling on something.
Yeah.
But if you get 15 minutes into it and it hasn't grabbed your attention, you just move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
You don't lose anything.
There's no commitment to it.
No commitment.
Yeah.
All right.
there you go.
So anyway, 25. That was
So 25, My Science
Okay.
Project. 24, Click. Adam Sandler.
Oh.
I did not like that one either.
Okay.
Yeah. 23, Futurama, Bender's Big Score. Now, I've seen Futurama, but I've not seen
Okay. I
this
haven't
movie.
seen the movie.
I haven't seen the movie.
All right. Well, okay.
22, I totally forgot about this, and I want to watch it now. Time Bandits.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Time Bandits
Time
going way back. Pardon the pun on the old time travel.
That was the guy that directed Brazil, right?
Yeah.
He was Gilliam, one of the Monty Python guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Time
Oh,
Bandits.
that's been a long time.
I know.
Okay.
And I remember that. I loved that as a kid. It was like,
Is that the one with the space herpes? Yeah.
Of all the things to remember.
Yep.
21. Peggy Sue Got Married. I don't consider it a time travel movie, but it is.
Okay.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
and,
I remember. I don't remember
the premise of it.
Yeah, I miss.
It was one of Nicolas Cage's worst performances ever. He was still new Nicolas Cage.
That's a list I want to talk about. I want to talk about the 25 worst best Nicolas Cage roles.
Yeah, his best worst roles.
Roles. I know where my number one is on that list too. It was Back to the Future on this one, and it would be Wicker Man on that one.
How'd it get burned?
What you got in the bag there? Shark or something? Because, of course, the first thing you're going to think of...
It's literally a bleeding bag, and he didn't even ask to look at it as a cop.
No,
until they offered.
And the first thing you ask if there's something bleeding in a bag, somebody walking down a path, is it a shark? A shark? No! Nicholas, no! A shark or something?
Oh, all right, okay. Number 20, 13 going on 30.
Okay. Yeah. That should be higher.
I like that one.
That should be higher. It's not really time travel.
I would have put a top 15 at least.
Yeah, that one would be higher. I actually really, really like that movie.
Number 14. This is another one I haven't seen. Or 19.
19.
Idiocracy?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Don't. We live it. We're living it. We're living it. We don't need to watch it.
Got it. As we said before, 18, Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yep.
17, Flight of the Navigator.
Oh, yeah.
That's one I haven't seen either.
Oh, that one.
I haven't seen that
one. That one was great. I loved that one as a kid. Paul Rubens was the voice of the spaceship in that one. And it wasn't really well, I mean, kind of. The kid gets abducted and then comes back years later. It was like... Not a comedy, though, in that part, because, like, his parents
when you said
were
he gets
like...
abducted, I'm like, that doesn't seem like it's a lot of fun.
And it's like his family's been dealing with it for, like, 8 years, that this kid has been missing, and he comes back, and it's a thing. But
it's a thing.
Okay.
16, Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
I was saying that one better be on there.
It is. I thought that one would be higher.
Yeah. If it had the original ending... I think it would have been higher because that one had a more cinematic time travel sort of ending. But, okay.
Number 15, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle.
Oh, is that the new one?
I think it is.
Okay, I haven't seen that one yet. I've heard good things, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah. 14, I totally forgot about this movie. I don't consider it a comedy, but Pleasantville.
Oh, yeah.
That's more like a drama. There's not much funny about it.
Really,
no, it's not very funny.
No.
13, I thought this one would be higher, honestly. Jumanji. But is it time travel more than just getting sucked into a board game?
Well, and it's like there's a time displacement, and I think that's where I'm stuck here.
Yeah,
because a lot of these are a time displacement where you're coming back later, but they're not like there's no traveling back and forth.
Right. So, 12, Men in Black 3. Men in Black 3.
Okay.
Yeah. 11, Galaxy Quest.
Yes.
Galaxy Quest.
13 seconds. That counts.
So good.
and it was used more than once.
It was.
Yeah. So it is a travel mechanism.
10, The Muppets Christmas Carol. It's basically Christmas Carol with the Muppets. Okay. Which leads to number 9, Scrooged.
Scrooged, yes.
Because they're all they're all the same.
See, once again, not time travel, though. Really?
Kind of like they go back in time, but then back to present. And then they go forward in time and then back to present.
He can't affect anything in the past or anything.
He's just a kind of observer.
You're observing. Yeah. Not time travel. But all right.
Number 8, Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Which I haven't seen.
Wow. That is way higher than I feel it probably deserves. Yeah.
7, Meet the Robinsons. That was a good one. My kids loved it. It's a Pixar? Disney.
Okay.
It is. It's a really, and it definitely is about time travel. It's a good cartoon.
Okay.
Yeah. My kids really liked it. Number 6, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Oh, and Excellent Adventure.
That's number 5.
Okay.
So it's kind of like they grouped them together. So
and
Bill and
Ted's
Fair. Excellent Adventure is number 5.
Those two should take some good...
It's solely about time travel.
And it is definitely a comedy.
Now this one, I don't know. Number 4, Groundhog Day.
Oh, yes.
I like
definitely. But... Once
it's
again,
like he just kind of does he really travel?
Not really rather a time than travel movie. It's a time displacement.
Yeah, exactly.
Displacements. I don't know.
And then of course we have our tops. Number 3, Back to the Future 3, Back to the Future 2, and 1. Back to the Future.
Okay.
So those are the top 3 best time travel comedies. I don't know if there's anything that should have been on this list that isn't. I'm trying to think of like other time travel movies, and I can't really think of anything else that should have been on the at least. Well. They had like a top 50, and whatever it is probably made that list. But I just thought top 25 was. We probably didn't need to go over all 50.
Yeah. Kate and Leopold.
Oh yeah.
Once again, out of the time
displacement. Yeah. Back to the Future though posed a lot of questions for people that people hadn't really thought about before, and that's when you go back in time. What can you mess up, and how does it affect the future? Like, it was very groundbreaking as far as that's concerned, as far as time travel is concerned.
I would almost put Star Trek 4 in there, because, I mean, of all the Star Trek movies, that one is by far the closest to a comedy.
Yeah.
Like Spock swearing and them, talking about the nuclear vessels and all that, all that garbage. Yeah, I would say that was...
What about... I'm surprised Infinity Wars Avengers didn't end up Endgame or Infinity Wars.
Not really a comedy, though.
That's true, I guess. It's more of a drama. But I think it's funnier than some of those movies on there.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they were... if you were doing, like, time displacement stuff, then Austin Powers...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm surprised. Maybe that made top 50, but that should have made top 25. Honestly.
I would think more than a lot of those.
Yeah.
Austin Powers makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what the internet's came up with. So there you go. It is what it is, Ranker.
It is what it is.
Coming up, we have a game break.
Yes.
We're
talking about the spiel.
If we're going to spiel about the spiel. The spiel about the spiel.
The spiel about the spiel.
And if there's a song you want to hear, you can message me on Facebook or message URL Radio on Facebook. Or you can email me, Stacy, at urlradio.net. That's Stacy at urlradio.net.